Cooking with Sally J. I want to dedicate this segment to my family, my grandchildren, my children, my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-laws. This recipe is my mother-in-law's, Blakney, and just getting the stuff ready for it, bringing back a lot of memories of the farm. And she was a great lady. She is a great lady. She taught me a lot of things. She taught me how to love others. When I had my children, each child, she made me 5 meals and put them in the freezer for me, so that when I had a bad day or didn't feel like cooking, I could just pull one out of the fridge. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but I'm not changing this. So it taught me, when people in our church had babies, that's what I would do. I would try to cook them 5 meals that they would like. Pizza was always a given, and freeze them and then deliver them to them, so that when they had a bad day, that would be just something that would lift their day. So making these donuts are just bringing back a lot of memories to a woman that I love dearly, and I love the family dearly. I was very blessed to marry into this family, and I was even more blessed that they accepted me in all my whatevers. Yeah, Harry Nizer, that one was for you. All right, so we're gonna stop with the tears and get started. Chocolate Donuts by Blakney. You're gonna have 2 tablespoons of butter. Now I'm gonna go right in the order that she has it written down, and I'm using everything she used. I did not change anything because it's her recipe. So 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 eggs, well beaten, 1½ cups of brown sugar, not granulated sugar, brown sugar. Okay. Okay, and not a half a cup, 1 cup of sour milk. And if you remember in my first donut video, to sour milk, you put in 1 teaspoon of vinegar and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I've already done that. I'm just going to pour that right in there. Okay, so then she has, I already did the soda thing. Okay, then 3 tablespoons of cocoa, a teaspoon of vanilla, 3 cups of flour. Well, I have 4, so we will measure this out, because I do not want to. I might add more, because I don't know why, but I just tend to not have enough flour sometimes. 1, 2, 3. You know, people have mother-in-law stories, but I don't. She wasn't perfect, but she was almost kind of like her son. 3 cups. Okay, and 2 large teaspoons of baking powder. 2 large, okay. How do you have a large teaspoon? So I guess 2 heaping teaspoons of baking powder. So just don't go scant on it. Here comes the wonderful machine, and hopefully I won't throw it all over myself this time. I'm gonna mix it well. That's a little too runny. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the other cup, or half a cup at least. Probably will take it off the thing, because again, you don't want it, you do want it a little sticky, because I am going to put this in the fridge. I'm not going to lay it right out and roll it. I want to we're just going to incorporate the flour. After you get the 3 cups in, I guess that's what I would do. Just get a spatula and incorporate your flour till you get it to the right consistency. Because everybody's we all have different measurements. I can make this, and somebody else will go make the same exact recipe, and it'll come out different. Kind of like a thumbprint. We all have our unique ways. And again, you need to remember, you are going to be putting it out on a floured cutting board or cupboard or whatever. Okay, so I would say this took about 3.5 cups instead of 3 cups, because it's the right consistency now. And I am going to put that over into a bowl. And do the same as I did with the white donuts. We're going to, okay, see, that's flopping out there really good. That actually come out texture-wise better than the white donut. Okay, so we're gonna cover this up with saran wrap, press and seal, whatever you got. I don't like saran wrap. I get all wrapped up in saran wrap, so you just cover it loosely and stick it in your refrigerator. Again, 3 hours or overnight, doesn't matter. Just as long as you get it nice and cool and ready for cutting out. And we'll be back to show you that. So welcome back to Cooking with Sally J. And we have done the chocolate donuts and cut them out. And so now we're going to deep fry the chocolate donuts so that you understand what they would look like. And my oldest granddaughter, which is 17, her name is Charlie D. Hobbs, but I call her Charlie Girl. And she is going to be my sugar coater today. So if you could just turn sweetly to the camera and say hi to everybody, because I have awesome grandkids. I have 7 grandchildren. 3 of them are in the South, which I missed terribly. But we're all together. It's quite interesting. We all love each other. So my oldest one's 17. My youngest one is 13 months old. And she's sassy. Just like me. That's what they say. It's alright. There's worse things to be like your Mimi.
Don't even.
And again, how do we spell Mimi, everybody?
M-I-M-I.
M-E-M-E, because
It's all about me.
it's all about me. Okay, so now your donuts have come up, and you're going to flip them. This is probably the best chocolate donut recipe I've ever done. This is Mom Blakney's donuts, and they have come out awesome, and this will be my go-to donut every time, because I will tell you, donuts is not really my strong point. And like I said in the donuts, the plain donut recipe, we're gonna go out and deliver some of these donuts to people in our church that can't get out, just to make a hello, we miss you type of thing until this social distancing thing goes away. Your oil needs to be, when in a pan like this, I fill it right to the line that says the most. Most things say you have to have at least 2 inches of oil, which I still do have that, but I like to fill it. So again, I want to remind you that you need a 6-pound can of Crisco if you're gonna deep fry in a pan this big. I have another pan that I use sometimes, but they will only cook 4 donuts at a time, and I needed to cook more than that at a time for right now. Also, save your can. Charlie, again, show them. Because when you're done with your oil, you need something to pour it back into, so don't throw it away when it's empty, because you need to put your oil in it. Okay? This can go probably just a little bit longer. No, they're a little hot, so just just give it a couple seconds and then dip them in the sugar. Just do half of whatever I've done here and sugar and the other half without. Okay, so she's going to put a few in the bag and just shake it up good. And set them out on the tray. Don't those look yummy?
Watch out.
Excuse me?
It's hot.
Okay, so there we have our chocolate donut, sugared and unsugared, for those that prefer the unsugared. And I hope you enjoyed this segment of Cooking with Sally J.